If you wear glasses, you've probably heard this at some point. Your vision will only get worse with age. That it's a natural part of aging, of spending hours in front of screens, of modern life. You've been led to believe that visual deterioration is inevitable and that your only options are increasingly thicker lenses, expensive surgeries, or worse, resigning yourself to watching the world gradually become blurry. But today I want to tell you something important. That's not the whole truth. There's a food that, when consumed in a very specific way, which I'll show you in a few minutes, gives your body the necessary tools to activate a real process of protection and repair in your eyes, especially at night when the body regenerates. A process that can help slow the progression of certain types of visual damage and improve the quality of your vision over time. And no, it's not a miracle pill or a baseless trick. It's a compound that nature itself designed to fulfill a key function, to act as your eye's internal sunscreen, protecting them from the damage they receive every day. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'm not only going to reveal what this food is, but I'll also give you the exact plan so you can start tonight to strengthen your vision health from within. Imagine waking up in the morning and not having to fumble for your glasses on the nightstand. Being able to read your phone messages without stretching your arm to the limit. Driving at night with confidence, without being dazzled by other cars' headlights or feeling unsafe. This isn't a fantasy. It's a biological possibility that we've overlooked for years. Millions of people watch their vision slowly deteriorate and accept it as an inevitable fate. They live with the frustration of losing life's little details. The smile of a loved one across the table, the small print in a book they adore, or the sharpness of a landscape that no longer looks the same. The problem is that we've always sought external solutions, simple band-aids. Glasses, contact lenses, surgery. They all correct the symptom, but almost none address the root of the problem. Because the true silent enemy isn't outside your eyes. It's acting within them. Oxidative damage and chronic inflammation, accelerated today more than ever by a well-known culprit, one that almost no one talks about. Think about it for a moment. From the moment you open your eyes in the morning until you close them at night, your vision is under constant attack. Sunlight, artificial lighting, work screens, and especially your mobile phone, tablet, and computer. All these sources emit large amounts of high-energy blue light. This blue light doesn't stay on the surface of the eye. It penetrates deeply and reaches the most delicate and vital area for clear vision, the retina, and in particular, the macula. The macula is a small area in the center of the retina, but it performs a gigantic function. It is responsible for fine and detailed vision. Thanks to it, you can read, recognize faces, distinguish colors, and perceive the smallest details of the world around you. When blue light strikes the macula without protection, something worrying happens. It's as if a shower of sparks were falling on extremely fragile tissue. A chemical reaction is triggered that generates free radicals, unstable molecules that act like true vandals at the cellular level. These free radicals begin to attack and damage the photoreceptor cells, which are responsible for capturing light and sending visual information to the brain. This process is called oxidative stress. Imagine your macula is a high-resolution photograph. Every day, exposure to blue light, combined with factors like poor diet, pollution, or aging, is like rubbing very fine sandpaper over that image. At first, you don't notice anything, but over time, the damage accumulates. Colors lose intensity, edges become less sharp, and blurry areas appear. On a large scale, this deterioration is what we know as age-related macular degeneration, one of the leading causes of severe vision loss worldwide. Now comes the part that almost no one tells you. Your body is an extraordinary repair machine. Every night, while you sleep, complex cellular regeneration systems are activated throughout your body, and your eyes are no exception. During rest, the body tries to clear the damage caused by free radicals and repair the cells that have been attacked during the day. But here a key question arises. What happens if these repair teams lack the necessary tools? What if they don't have the materials needed to rebuild your eye's defenses? The answer is simple and worrying. The repair remains incomplete. The damage from the previous day isn't fully resolved, and upon waking, The onslaught of blue light begins again on an already weakened structure. A vicious cycle is thus formed where damage outpaces repair. And then the signs appear: blurred vision upon waking, difficulty focusing, increased sensitivity to light, constant eye strain. These aren't just things that come with age. They are distress signals from your eyes, warning you that their defense and repair system needs urgent reinforcements. And it is precisely at this point that one of nature's great secrets comes into play. Nature, in its infinite wisdom, has already created a perfect defense against this constant attack on your vision. A defense that isn't put on or taken off, that doesn't depend on external device, but is built from within your own body. It consists of two extraordinary molecules, two sister carotenoids called lutein and zeaxanthin. You may have heard their names before, but almost no one explains their true power or why they are so crucial for protecting your eyes, especially when you regularly incorporate them into your diet. Lutein and zeaxanthin are natural orange-yellow pigments found in certain plants. In nature, they fulfill a vital function, protecting plants from excessive solar radiation. And here's what's truly fascinating. When you consume foods rich in these carotenoids, your body does something surprisingly intelligent. It doesn't distribute them randomly. It transports and selectively concentrates them in a very specific place, the macula of your eyes. In fact, the full name of this area is macula lutea, which literally means yellow spot in Latin. That color isn't accidental. It's the result of the lutein and zeaxanthin deposits you've accumulated over time. It's quite literally your biological shield. Think of it this way. Lutein and zeaxanthin act like internal sunglasses. Sunglasses you wear 24/7, protecting your macula from the inside out, even while you sleep. And how do they achieve this protection? In two extraordinarily effective ways. First, they act as a natural physical filter. Their yellow pigment is especially effective at absorbing high-energy blue light before it reaches and damages the delicate photoreceptor cells beneath. It's like putting up an umbrella just before it starts to rain. The impact never reaches you. Second, they are incredibly powerful antioxidants. If any free radicals manage to get through that first filter, lutein and zeaxanthin act as true cellular bodyguards. They sacrifice themselves by neutralizing these aggressive molecules before they can damage your visual tissues. And this isn't just theory. The science behind this mechanism is solid and compelling. Large clinical studies, such as the renowned ARDS-2, Age-Related Eye Disease Study 2, demonstrated something truly impressive. They discovered that a formula containing 10 milligrams of lutein and 2 milligrams of zeaxanthin could reduce the progression of intermediate to advanced macular degeneration by up to 25% in high-risk individuals. 25%. That's no small change. It's a significant reduction in the progression of one of the leading causes of vision loss in older adults, achieved simply by ensuring an adequate intake of these key nutrients. And this is where everything falls into place. If damage occurs primarily during the day and cellular repair intensifies at night, then it makes perfect sense to ensure a steady supply of lutein and zeaxanthin. By regularly consuming the right foods, you maintain stable levels in your blood, allowing your body to efficiently transport them to the macula. So, when night falls and regeneration processes kick in, your eyes have all the necessary tools to neutralize the oxidative stress accumulated during the day and, more importantly, reinforce that protective barrier for the next day. You leave behind a cycle where damage always wins and enter a virtuous cycle where repair not only corrects but also strengthens. You're actively helping to rebuild and thicken your inner visual shield. Now for the key question. What is that food? Where can we find this perfect combination of lutein and zeaxanthin in a form that the body can actually absorb and utilize effectively? That's exactly what we're going to find out next. Before revealing the star food, there's something very important you need to understand. Lutein and zeaxanthin are present in many vegetables, especially leafy greens and some yellow or orange ones. We can find them in yellow bell peppers, corn, egg yolks. All are good sources, without a doubt. But here's the key point. Not all sources are created equal. The difference lies in two fundamental factors: concentration and bioavailability, that is, how much of these nutrients the food contains and how well your body can absorb and use them. And in this, some foods are far superior to the rest. There's a group that nutritionists and ophthalmologists consider, without exaggeration, the absolute kings of lutein and zeaxanthin. I'm referring to dark green leafy vegetables. And within this group, there are two undisputed champions: spinach and kale. I know what you might be thinking. Spinach? Kale? That's it. And that's precisely where the brilliance lies. True power isn't usually found in the exotic or in a rare fruit brought from some remote corner of the planet. Power lies in what's simple, effective, and accessible, in something you can find in any supermarket and put on your plate today. But here's the secret within the secret. It's not just about what to eat, but how to eat it to get the most out of it. Let's take cooked spinach as our star ingredient. A single cup of cooked spinach can provide nearly 15 milligrams of lutein and zeaxanthin. For reference, that's approximately 50% more than the 10 milligrams dose used in important studies like ARDS-2 to demonstrate real benefits for eye health. Kale is just as potent, offering massive amounts of these carotenoids. We're not talking about trace amounts or symbolic doses. We're talking about therapeutic doses served up directly by nature on a plate. So, why are these vegetables so special for eye repair and protection? First, because of their extremely high concentration. You don't need to eat huge quantities to reach levels that have been proven effective. Second, because they don't come alone. The lutein and zeaxanthin in these leafy greens are accompanied by other key allies, such as vitamin C, minerals, and antioxidant compounds that work together to reduce oxidative stress. And third, and this is absolutely crucial, bioavailability. Lutein and zeaxanthin are fat-soluble, meaning they need fat to be properly absorbed in the gut. This is the mistake most people make. They eat a dry spinach salad without oil or fat, thinking it's the healthiest option, when in reality, they're wasting a large portion of these nutrients. They simply pass through without being absorbed. That's why the preparation method makes all the difference. Consuming spinach or kale along with a small amount of healthy fat transforms that meal into a veritable protective powerhouse for your eyes. A drizzle of olive oil, some avocado, or another good fat makes all the difference between absorbing these carotenoids and losing them. Imagine that with your dinner, you're sending an elite team to your retina. The builders, lutein and zeaxanthin, are responsible for repairing the day's damage and reinforcing the macular pigment. The antioxidants act as security guards, neutralizing attacks before they cause problems. So, when blue light attacks again the next day, it will encounter a solid fortress, not a house of cards. This is being proactive. This is taking control. It's not waiting for your vision to fail before trying to patch it up. It's giving your body every day what it needs to keep your eyes healthy, protected, and strong for decades. Great. Now it's time to move beyond theory and into action. Here's a simple, practical, and surprisingly powerful plan. We'll call it the Visual Nutrition Protocol. It consists of just 3 easy-to-implement steps, designed so anyone can start following them today. Step 1. Choose your green hero. Choose between spinach or kale. Both are excellent, and you can alternate them to avoid getting stuck in a rut. The key here is one word: cooked. When you cook them, even lightly, you break down the plant cell walls. This makes lutein and zeaxanthin much more available to your body. A raw salad is fine, but if you're looking for maximum potency, heat is your ally. You can sauté them, steam them, or add them to a soup or stew. The goal is to consume the equivalent of 1 cup of cooked spinach or kale. No more, no less. Step 2. The indispensable partner, healthy fat. This step is non-negotiable. If you skip it, you'll miss out on a large part of the benefit. Remember, lutein and zeaxanthin are fat-soluble. Without fat, your body can't absorb them properly. But don't worry, we're not talking about harmful fats, but fats that are actually good for you. Some ideal options: extra virgin olive oil, avocado, walnuts or almonds, cooked egg. The yolk is a highly bioavailable source of lutein. The formula is simple. 1 cup of cooked spinach or kale plus a small portion of healthy fat. Nothing complicated, nothing expensive, nothing extreme. Step 3. The real key: consistency. This is where the magic happens. The when is less important than the what and the how, but consistency is everything. The idea is to ensure these nutrients are always available in your body. Incorporating them into your dinner is a perfect strategy because it gives your body the necessary resources right before the crucial nighttime repair process. While you sleep, your digestive system does its work. The carotenoids pass into the bloodstream and are transported to the macula precisely when your eyes need them most. Imagine this. You sauté a generous bunch of fresh spinach with a little garlic and a tablespoon of olive oil. When it's ready, you plate it, add a halved hard-boiled egg, and sprinkle a small handful of walnuts on top. You accompany it with a source of protein like chicken or fish. It's a simple, tasty, and satisfying dinner. But most importantly, every bite is a direct investment in your eye health. At first, you might not notice dramatic changes. This isn't a pain reliever. It's a process of rebuilding and strengthening. But week after week, with consistency, you'll be reinforcing your macular pigment, increasing protection against blue light, and reducing accumulated wear and tear. Over time, you'll notice less eye strain, less eye fatigue upon waking, and, above all, the peace of mind that comes from knowing you're taking one of the most effective and scientifically backed actions to protect your vision in the long run. Your eyes work for you every single day. This protocol is your way to start working for real for them. Although spinach and kale are the stars of this story, they don't work alone. To build a true fortress for your vision, it's key to surround them with allied nutrients that enhance and complement their effect. Think of it as a well-coordinated team. Each nutrient fulfills a specific function to protect, repair, and optimize your eye health. Let's start with vitamin A. Its reputation for eye health is well-deserved. This nutrient is essential for the formation of rhodopsin, a molecule present in the retina that allows you to see in low-light conditions. When there is a vitamin A deficiency, one of the first signs is night blindness. You don't need exotic supplements to get it. Some practical and easy-to-incorporate sources to include in your dinner are roasted sweet potato, steamed carrots, cooked squash. In addition to supporting night vision, these foods provide antioxidants that strengthen overall eye health. While lutein and zeaxanthin protect the retina, vitamin C takes care of the lens, the natural lens of your eyes. The lens is especially vulnerable to oxidative stress, and over time, this damage can contribute to the development of cataracts. A simple strategy is to swap sugary desserts for options that truly add value. Fresh strawberries, kiwi, slices of raw red bell pepper. They are light, refreshing, and provide a powerful dose of antioxidant protection. This is where a key, science-backed combination comes into play. Vitamin E is a fat-soluble antioxidant that works synergistically with lutein, protecting the membranes of retinal cells from oxidative damage. Zinc, meanwhile, plays a vital role in transporting vitamin A to the retina, allowing it to function properly. Practical and accessible sources: sunflower seeds for vitamin E, legumes and pumpkin seeds for zinc. Small amounts, big benefits. We've already nourished your eyes from within. Now let's care for them from the outside. The eye strain that accumulates throughout the day causes stiffness in the small muscles that control movement and focus. Spending just 5 minutes before bed relaxing them can make a surprising difference. 1. Relaxing palming, 60 seconds. Rub your palms together until they are warm. Close your eyes and gently cover them with your cupped palms without pressing. Feel how the warmth helps dissolve the accumulated tension. 2. Slow circular movements, 60 seconds. With your head still, slowly move your eyes in a large clockwise circle. Do this 5 times, then reverse the direction. The movement should be smooth and controlled. 3. Near-far focusing, 90 seconds. Extend your thumb about 15 centimeters from your nose. Focus on it for 5 seconds. Then look at a distant object for another 5 seconds. Repeat this cycle about 15 times. This exercise trains focusing flexibility and reduces eye strain. 4. Mindful blinking and final massage, 30 seconds. Close your eyes tightly for 3 seconds, then open them suddenly. Repeat 5 times. To finish, gently massage the area around your eyes, following the contour of the eye socket. This little ritual not only relaxes your eyes, but also sends a clear signal to your nervous system that the day is over. It's the perfect way to prepare your vision and your whole body for a truly restorative night. Today we've come a long way. We identified the true enemy of your vision, discovered how those internal sunglasses that nature designed to protect your eyes work, and I gave you a clear eye nutrition and care plan. But there's a key truth I can't ignore. Knowing changes nothing if you don't act. That's why I want to propose a simple yet powerful challenge. Commit to following the visual nutrition protocol for just 1 week. Not a month, not forever. 7 days. 1 week is enough to start noticing less eye strain, more rested eyes when you wake up, and a greater awareness of how your eyes respond when you give them what they truly need. If you found this content valuable and believe it could help others protect their vision, I ask 3 very simple but important actions. First, like this video so it reaches more people. Second, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss future content. And third, now I want to hear from you. Scroll down to the comments and tell me, what's your biggest vision problem today? Tiredness, blurred vision, difficulty focusing, discomfort from screens? I want you to remember the idea we started with. You've been led to believe that vision loss is inevitable. Today you know that's not the case. You don't have to be a passive victim of aging or screens. Your body has an extraordinary capacity to repair itself, and your eyes are no exception if you give them the right nutrients and care. You don't have to accept a blurry future. With the right foods at dinner, a smart nutritional strategy, and just a few minutes of mindful attention each day, you can actively support your vision health. The path to protecting your eyes doesn't begin in a clinic or with expensive surgery. It begins tonight in your kitchen. Take control. And if you want me to make it even easier, tell me in the comments if you'd like me to help you create an optimized weekly shopping list with all these foods, so you don't miss any of the nutrients your eyes need.